It's not a normal 8-year-old activity to go and need a heart transplant. Not many people understand it, and I think especially like you're sat there aware that all your friends are out there living your life, their life, and you're just like sat there watching Netflix 24/7. That's as exciting as it gets. So like, I think in that sense you feel very isolated.
Sing, play.
Addie is a ray of sunshine, thoughtful,
Beautiful,
kind, bonkers,
thoughtful,
funny, powerful,
strong.
Cardiomyopathy is when like one side of your heart doesn't function. So mine was the left side, it swelled so it wasn't beating properly. And that was caused for me by a virus attacking my body. So it wasn't that bad the first time round because there was 2 other people in with me and they were roughly my age, so that made things a bit easier. Although we were in like a high dependency unit bit of the ward, we weren't necessarily like bedbound 24/7. So like we did Cowboy Day where we got the bedpans and made them into hats. We made a festival, so we got the like bed sheets and draped them across, you know, when like the railings would go around the beds. We used that to make the festival. Tess has been, I think, one of my main teachers for the majority of the years, because I think there's only 1 or 2 years where Tess hasn't taught D+ classes. So Tess has been the main one. And then now it's Rachel. So Rachel used to be a participant, so we're very good friends, but now she's also a staff member. Rachel's just we're very weird together in the best way possible. I think it's a nice way to put it. And yeah, like that. Beautiful. So we've been to London, we've been to Birmingham, been to Newcastle loads for like the second stage of the competition. And it's nice to perform on lots of different stages. There was a lot of points where, I'm not going to cry, where I didn't want the transplant because in my head it would have been easier. And especially when you're lying in a bed, you, like post-transplant more so, I was like, was it worth accepting it? Because I couldn't walk. I couldn't feed myself at points, and that's really dehumanising. So I didn't, if I'm being honest. And it was my parents being there that I was like, I've got to do it for them. But if it was me on my own, I don't know, if I'm honest, what would have happened. And it was really hard for my dad because, well, it was hard for both of them, but my dad's dad, I've had 2 heart transplants. My dad has had a liver and a kidney, and his dad had a liver. His dad needed a second liver roughly 10 years post-transplant, and that's when I needed my second heart. And he didn't get the liver in time, so he passed. So I think for him, having 2 people needing a transplant roughly 10 years after their first, one passing was very traumatic, if that makes sense, because you've gone through one loss, and the only thing you've got to compare it to is a loss. I'd love to pass my A-levels. I'd love to then go to uni, graduate from uni. 5 years is a long time away. It's not that I can't, it's just I know my parents are very much like, don't break yourself, if that makes sense. Whereas if I'm out on my own, it's my responsibility. So it'll be nice to be responsible for myself. The goals that I have had are being ticked off a year later, but they're still being done.